This is the Morning Hookup on KFOR.
Good morning, Lincoln, Nebraska. Happy Hump Day. Welcome to the Morning Hookup. Bill Hooks, Elijah Herbo, YZ, back middle of the week, baby. What a beautiful morning it is outside. Hope your morning's off to a great start. Woo! We're getting closer. Sweet 16.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the vocal cords were getting.
No, they are. They said they feel so much better right now.
Good.
Thank you for noticing. I tell you what, I turned the corner yesterday. Or, I think the tea has helped. We did one more day of tea. Also, not going to lie, I'm headed out tomorrow. I didn't want to feel miserable. Something I don't normally do. I went to the doc. I got to see the PA yesterday. I said, here's the deal. And we're friends. I know her husband really well. Here's the deal.
We're all friends here. We're all friends here. Here's the
deal. First of all, they made me do something. Now, I'm not going to get in that because then I'll have a war on my hands of what they made me do when I walked in. It's fine.
Turning cough?
Nope. I do that once a year, by the way, as an older man. I would not be here. If I wasn't getting on an airplane tomorrow, I would not be here. I would live this out. Mm-hmm. But I do not. I just want to get it checked. I do not want to be miserable. And then I said, a Z-Pack would be healthy for me. I was instructing my PA. She's like, that sounds good. She did her normal thing. She did. Listen, I didn't give them there, just get drugs. She gave me the ears, the eyes, and nose, all that stuff. And I got a Z-Pack, started that this morning to knock it out. But I feel great. I slept great last night for the first time. There's something to be said, by the way. I'm usually like a night guy, 11:30, midnight. All you people out there have got it figured out. Like 10:30 is amazing. That's weird.
Until you start missing out on things because you're going to bed too early.
I don't know. Maybe it ramp me up like I can be prepared for the things. I'll never miss out during the week.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do I have to be up until 12 a.m. watching SportsCenter on Tuesday night? In a Wednesday? It doesn't make sense anymore.
Because we're addicted.
We are. But why can't I wake up at 5 like I do every morning? That's the problem. Why can't I wake up at 5 every morning and watch SportsCenter in the morning and just get caught up?
True.
It's fine.
But
it is FOMO, though. It's FOMO.
I got to change my sleeping habits.
It's FOMO.
10.
Because this morning I have anxiety with my phone. Sometimes I put it on. I'm like, I can hear it ding because I put it on my alarm. Well, sometimes. But I woke up like the last couple of mornings. I'm like, well, there's 22 texts. They can wait. I'll answer this morning. It was a unique experience for me that I'm going through.
See, I did. We had bowling last night, which never leads to a great night of sleep whenever you're at the lanes till 10:30, But then I accidentally, whenever I got home, got into I found it out of the blue last night. A strange but very, very good, like it's kind of an independent documentary on extreme bird watching. It's where people have a calendar year.
The look Hooks just gave you.
No, you dude, it's only because of this. Sorry, this is gonna be a sports, I promise. You talk about extreme bird watching. Don't tell me you have the stupid app.
eBird.
Oh my gosh.
I don't have it.
Off.
I don't have it, but that was kind of what the documentary was about.
When I was gone, like the last time I was gone, we were out in Scottsdale on the my conference I was at. They were like, my wife was walking. She had that stupid app open. Oh, that's a blah, 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 blah. I'm like, get out of here.
So the sport of extreme bird watching is you have a calendar year, January 1st through December 31st,
that's typical.
To see and document as many different bird species as you can. These guys had never done bird watching before, and they're kind of tracking their experiences. But then they called and met like the current record holder. You guys want to guess how many birds the current record holder had seen?
How many species
I don't know.
of birds are there?
Does he have a pocket protector and all this stuff too? Sorry, that was bad. I'm sorry. Don't come at me.
No, he
500.
It was 760.
Okay,
and then he had his record broken while these guys were out there doing their extreme bird watching.
Wow.
And the guy who set the record, he actually thought he could go out and do better because the eBird had added more birds to their site. But then he had also, the year he set his record, he got bit by an alligator, and he just kind of like patched up himself, but it still kind of slowed him down. So he thought, like,
oh gosh,
wow,
that was good. Did you see your text? That was the best one. Moat's got jokes. Mom said, "I'll give you an E-bird." By the way,
No, but anyway, I got trapped in that documentary last night.
Oh,
That was not good
gosh.
for me.
By
That was
the
that was a long aside just to say I got trapped watching a documentary about
Now my
bird
mom
watching.
is sending me texts of her bird feeder this
Can
morning.
you delete that? By the way,
Hey,
shout
we're,
out.
we're all birders deep down.
By the way, since he's listening, well, I was going to bring him in later, but hey, happy birthday, Jeff Moats, the
Yes,
Almanac.
Yes,
Mhm.
sir. Happy birthday.
The Almanac, Jeff Moats' birthday. You're getting closer to that number, Moatsy. Start planning the old birthday for next year. Milestone.
Big 5-0.
Half a hundo.
Mm.
But happy birthday to the Almanac, Jeff Moats. He'll be back with us on Friday as well. So we're going to get into a lot of stuff today. We got, we'll talk more Nebraska, Iowa. We're going to jump into Major League Baseball today. It is opening day eve. A big day, holiday for a lot of people tomorrow. We're going to talk about, college basketball job openings. As we all know, you heard yesterday, Hubert Davis not being retained at North Carolina.
Big one this morning.
Reports. It's not official.
Oh,
Not official.
Official,
Okay.
because I want to get into that a little bit, because now there's a little bit of smoke. Nothing has been officially sourced. He's not said anything yet, but there's a lot of smoke behind Bill Self stepping down and retiring today. We'll get into that. Stories that we missed. Also, we'll navigate a legend. I think he's a Husker legend as he gets through his NFL career, comes on in. Levante David retires after 14 seasons. We'll look at Levante David's career, and we'll call it much underappreciated when you look at it. You go through his stats, what he did, his couple years here at Nebraska, what he meant to Nebraska in those years. We'll look back in that career.
I mean, you can make a strong argument, and we'll get into this. He was same draft class as Bobby Wagner and Luke Kuechly, I believe.
Yep.
And I think you could make a very, very, very strong argument that Levante David was better than both of them. But if you asked your average NFL fan out there, they would, oh no, Bobby Wagner and Luke Kuechly.
Bobby played for the Seattle defense, the Legion of Doom.
Luke Kuechly, that was Superman. Clark Kent. Like, no.
And they forget the steady Eddie Levante David.
If you went out and watched the game, I mean, you can watch the stat books as well. But if you just go out and watch the game, Levante David, it doesn't feel like he ever took a step back in his career. Through 14, was it 14 years?
Yeah, 14.
14 years. Year 3 didn't feel all that different from year 11. He was just so steady, and it was the same way at Nebraska. We'll get into all of this, but I think Levante David,
Hall of Famer.
Well, does he have first ballot?
Ooh, let's get into that. We'll talk about that in a
talk
little
about
bit. Let's speaking of things that were electric and alive. Now winners of 14 out of 15 Nebraska baseball. That was electric. If you got a chance to check that out, 14 runs, 15 hits, 9 runs, 11 hits. Have yourself a day, Drew Grego. Yesterday, 3 for 4, 5 RBIs, 2 bombs. The bats came alive for Nebraska yesterday. Another one to keep watching. Speaking of a bat being alive as of late, really slow start. The freshman catcher, Jeter Worley, goes 3 for 6 yesterday in that affair. Max Bumack added a hit. Need to keep that going for him. Cole Kitchens a hit. Nebraska just gets it done. They had to hang on.
It was a disaster bottom of the fourth.
Because we were rolling on the bump for a little bit.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden they give up a massive 6 spot to be tied up 6-6. But what does Nebraska do in the 5th? It said, you know what? We'll just put 5 on the board. Get out of the way here. They get a big one. Again, you call it, like we say it's big, but Nebraska 14-9, another regional win. And if you look around the landscape of college baseball, those midweek games are not gimmies. When you look around the landscape of it, and I'll credit Evan Bland with this because Evan keeps up with baseball. When you look at games out there, and again, he puts out his little reminder for everybody that they are not gimme games, as number 7, Georgia lost to Kennesaw State. Number 10, Florida State lost to Florida. NC State, number 14, lost to Campbell. 18, Ole Miss lost to Memphis. Big one for Nebraska, especially with the bats. That's been the question mark. Now, there's been 2 question marks, right? It's as of late, not as late this season. The bullpen, obviously, because I'm going to get to the bullpen a little bit too, because there were some big moments for the bullpen last night. But the bats, they're hitting the baseball right now. They're putting the ball in play, striking out less, making things happen.
15 hits last night for the Huskers. These teams combined last night for 80 at-bats.
Yikes.
80 at-bats in one game.
Good Lord.
23 runs, 26 hits. Let's see, there were 11 total walks. Husker pitchers got 12 strikeouts. But that bottom of the fourth inning, it's a bowling league last night, so I wasn't able to follow along as well.
Yikes.
Tim, is it president, commissioner, whatever you want to call him of our league. I guess treasurer, I think is his official title, but kind of do it all. He comes over and he goes, you see the bottom of the fourth? And I go, no. And he goes, you gotta look into it. The Huskers, what was it? 4 RBIs on 2 doubles, and then a bases loaded balk and a bases loaded walk.
Yep.
Allowed 6 runs to come in, K-State to tie the game. And luckily, as you talked about, there was that emphatic response in the top half of the fifth. But
yeah. Once you got through that, you look at
they tied a game that took the
Pinder was pretty good for a little bit. I get another, they got off to a really good start. But once you got to that other half, you look at Jalen Worley, Harhill, Olson, Tucker Timmerman, a much needed 1 1/3 innings of just 2 hit ball, then Caleb Clark as well. But you got a couple of guys in the bullpen that needed some positive momentum as you get through the latter part of this season coming up. But a big one, 14-9, undefeated still in the midweek, which is, again, we talked about this yesterday, not been this team's MO, right? I think a lot of that is coming from what you're getting on the bump. And obviously, it's very nice to have a Kotsky leading your way on that momentum out there as well. And Pinner having some nice quality starts and your bullpen stepping up. But more than that, it's just those bats. I looked back on this one a little bit, and a lot of Nebraska, again, they got 15 hits. You said 80 at bats total between these two teams. Nebraska only struck out 6 times last night. Right? You see games like that, you're looking double-digit strikeouts on a lot of these, but Nebraska was able to get them on, get them in, get them over, and win this baseball game and get ready for the weekend series against Indiana. A lot of positive momentum, 14 out of 15.
And we talked about a couple of big weekend series upcoming from baseball and softball. Softball's got the battle with UCLA, as I talked about yesterday. Yep. I think this Husker softball team is a better team than UCLA, but UCLA, very impressive record. I think it's a top 10 or top 15. They're up there in terms of the rankings. Like,
who's that? The softball?
Yeah, UCLA.
Yes. They said, I saw an article put out there, and it won't go where it's at, but it said this weekend is the Big Ten. And again, it's early in the season, but they call this the Big Ten title decider.
I mean, I think the Husker softball team is better, but they got a matchup with a UCLA team that has a very impressive record, a couple bad losses, but also a couple good wins. I think Nebraska's played the tougher schedule. We'll see. And then the baseball team got Indiana, who's their record doesn't look great, but they actually played a really, really tough early season schedule.
This is, by the way, you're talking about top 10. This is number 8 Nebraska against number 7 UCLA.
Surprised to see them ranked higher than Nebraska, to be 100% honest. But and then it's, as I talked about, Indiana. They've had a tough schedule. They played Vandy in a midweek game a couple weeks back. They opened their season with North Carolina, who's top 15. They played LSU in there, who's top 5 in the country. So don't let the Indiana record fool you. I mean, they beat Vandy a couple weeks ago. Good series win against Minnesota just a couple weeks back. Like, their record looks subpar. What is? They're 10-14 and 3-6 in the conference, but probably one of the most difficult schedules thus far in the Big Ten in Indiana. So they're going to be ready for that battle this weekend with the Husker baseball team.
Exciting times for Nebraska sports right now, I can tell you that. So, all right, let's do this. Let's take a break. Let's come back. Let's jump in and let's look at a little more Sweet 16 talk as both teams have arrived in Houston. Shoot-arounds are happening today. Boots on the ground. It sounds like the bars have been forewarned. I saw some fun video today about the one bar, either manager or owner, saying, "Hey, we got the call," and she called her bar reps and said, "I need Busch Light on the keg and need it quickly." So let's talk about Sweet 16 when we return. Boy, he is surging on the boards for Carolina. Betting market has Billy Donovan.
Really?
Speaking of, that really happens, but
speaking of beer, I have a new obsession. I don't know how you guys would feel about this. Oh God, I'm kind of scared.
Don't be scared. It's us.
Pickles in your beer.
Oh yeah.
All right. See, I'm not a beer guy, so
yeah.
We used to have in my bowling league. What was her name? Callista, I think, would bring pickle salt for beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
I'd always have
wife-
to make a run down the alleyway and be like, "Hey, hey, you
not-
bring that pickle salt again?"
You got that pickle salt. My wife, she will do that. She will do. She's a big pig fan, but put like tahini in her Coronas.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We have that everywhere. He loves that stuff.
It's kind of like weird to ask for at the bar though. Like, hey, can I get a side of pickles? I like to put them in my beer, and the bartender kind of looks at you like, I mean, I guess I can do that.
You just say, "Shut up and give me my pickles." Look at this. Good morning. Good morning, Arlo. Good morning, Flex. Good morning, Todd. Good morning, Shane.
I've officially created my account on eBird.
Oh my God. I should have never brought that up. Should never brought it up.
Should I try to record every single in Lancaster County?
I think you should absolutely. And report back. Moti said, "Don't remind me." He's getting closer to the number.
Yeah,
It's officially, and my birthday is not till December, so he will be older to me until December. He'll always be older than me.
I just got a.
You have an eBird update?
No, I got a Facebook memory. 8 years ago today, I was with my mom at Shy Health Center, Duke, Kansas.
Yikes!
That was a great game.
You should love those memories pop up. I had one. What was mine? I had that. You guys had that Time Hop app?
Mm-mm.
Oh, where he gives you the memories.
It just plugs off your Facebook photos and your
Oh,
Instagram
okay.
and all that stuff. I must have been drinking somewhere and watching. This is the year Carolina, like 4 years ago. They went to I must have been doing something because I have my Carolina Cup, and it's Carolina UCLA. I don't even know. I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing. And then we must have won because I'm doing that, and my eyes aren't all there.
A little dilated.
Yeah. Oof. Rock on. Grilling out.
All right, here we go.
Let's go. Welcome back in the morning, Hookup. Again, happy hump day. A little bit of beer talk on the in the break there about pickles in the beer.
Yeah, it's my new thing, and it's incredible.
Yeah.
Whether it's pickle spears or the little
You know, man,
little pickle chips.
with the little pickle juice.
Ooh, yeah.
It's the juice. Arlo said you'd like to pick a beer from Nebraska Brewing Company.
I think I've tried that.
Nebraska Brewing has gone under, hasn't it?
I don't know. I just what need to come? They're like, yeah.
I went to some brewery where they had pickle beer. I don't know if it was that one, but
Instead officially add bird watching to Super Catch Herbs list candles, soup. What can he do, lady?
Listen,
what can he do, ladies?
Listen, we're not going to dive fully into the bird watching. This is exploratory. We'll see if I enjoy it. I'm going to start logging some birds.
Also, by the way, throw it out there. One that everybody, I got the text last night from one Will Wilson. He's making his first journey to Vegas today.
oh boy.
What should I do? And I said, take every little card that they give you as you walk the strip. Worth looking at. So that I'm going to ask you guys this. I'll piggyback. This was on Kicks this morning, and I was riding to the school with my kid, and they do that couples therapy thing. So this couple is like they're hosting a Nebraska party tomorrow, like a lot of people are. I know there's going to be a lot of local establishments doing stuff. A lot of people taking work off early. Whether it be Todd's going to be in the garage tomorrow with his neighborhood with a 55-inch TV and just getting after it. This thing was about inviting. It was a coworker that the wife was going to invite over because they've been to the coworkers' houses before. They've been invited over there, but they're big Iowa fans.
Oh,
And
boy.
apparently the guy is a big, Iowa fan, likes to make fun of Husker fans. Would you lie? My kid goes, Dad, that'd be like you inviting Duke fans over to watch the Carolina Duke game together.
Yeah.
Is that applicable? Or is it like we're locking them out, best friends and all? This is different.
It's tough. That's a tough
This
conversation.
isn't like we're just at Iowa or at Nebraska. This is a Sweet 16.
Mm-hmm.
Things can get said. Feelings can get hurt. Friendships are lost this weekend. if you get in the wrong setting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I have friends, I have friends 99.9% of the year that I call friends that on 2 nights a year, they are not friends to me.
Yeah.
They're not. Don't text me, don't call me, don't act like we know each other. I feel like that's what tomorrow night's going to be like as we start digging into this matchup.
I mean, the stress is real given who the opponent is. This game feels totally different than a matchup with Florida would.
Oh,
If it was Nebraska against Florida tomorrow, we would not be sitting here stressed about if Nebraska can make an Elite Eight. You'd say, man, it's been a great run. They've made it to the second weekend. If you win, awesome. If you drop it to the 1 seed, you know what? It's been a great season. That Florida team, they're big. They get on the offensive glass. That's given Nebraska issues all year long. We'll see if Nebraska can toughen up. But now that it's Iowa, you said back, it feels you can't lose this game.
No. Can't lose. Because
you cannot have your dream season ended by the University of Iowa.
How much would you have said if it was Florida going, man, we're playing with house money, baby?
Exactly.
Yep, you can play free.
House money.
Yep.
We're going to go up. We're going to go shock the world. You knock off the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
But now it feels that. You feel that. I think his fans feel that. I don't think that team feels that.
Well, I wonder how much of this team, from everything you heard on the inside, whenever it was leading up into senior day, they wanted revenge for what happened in Iowa City.
Yep.
For what the student section was chanting at Price. For what happened to your head coach after the game with some Yahoo Iowa fan hopping in the handshake line, being a jackwagon.
Mm-hmm.
You wanted revenge. And also considering up until that point, that was probably the worst performance you'd put together. You wanted revenge for that. The team wanted revenge for that, and they got it at home on senior day. How many of those feelings still remain? How much of this is all right? We got our revenge now. It's just NCAA tournament time. We're going to put all that aside. I don't know. What is the mood of this team going into this game? Is what I'm wondering about. Is it still a revenge factor, or is it just another game now? Because I think the fans still feel the revenge factor. It still weighs on them what happened in Iowa City. Does that team feel the same way? I don't know.
I think both teams are trying to fill that out right now. What this is going to be like, because as much as I think if we want to say it's just another game, it's not.
No, not at all.
It is not right now. This one, again, we talked a little bit about it yesterday. We'll continue to talk throughout. We all know that this is going to be a chess match of coaches in this one. It's their 2, 3, 4, 5 versus our 2, 3, 4, 5, because we know that they're going to try to take out the ones, right? That's where it's going to be at. For us, I look at a couple of guys that you can start pinpointing, and it's going to be like, we've been doing this for 30 plus games, and we've had the same conversations, right? Talked to Robin yesterday. Ball security, physical being on the boards, knocking down the 3. But to me, it's like, who is that person? Price will get loose. He's had 2 subpar games. Frager's had 2 subpar games against his team. Who is it? Is it Berke Butengel, who had a phenomenal regional? What, did he knock down 3 or 4 from out there? Big ones. They don't feel like 4 shots, like 3 makes are big, but they were big. Especially against Vandy. He knocked the first one down. He's been your physical guy. Rank's been physical. Is it rank day?
Frager, the confidence that he should be playing with following that performance against Vandy.
Because going through it, he has not been that guy until this region.
And you felt like, and I know Fred's always talking about how we want Braden to shoot it. It does feel like at times post ankle injury down the stretch of the season, he was settling and turning himself into a jump shooter, a spot up guy on the outside. He did a great job against Troy. Whenever the shots weren't falling against Troy, and then especially against Vandy, he did a great job initiating, getting in the paint, forcing the issue, getting himself to the free throw line, getting to the inside, laying it home. He did a great job. Like, it was almost letting the game come to you. Like, hey, don't force up the 3 just because you're open from 3. Take that driving lane, get to the inside, use your athleticism to finish. You saw a different Frager through the regional. That's a guy I have circled through the 64 and the 32 rounds. He felt closer to that January player that we saw, where he was forced the issue, getting to the rim, showing off that athleticism. And you can say that about a couple guys in the team. Jamarcus Lawrence was shooting the ball. It looks different whenever he has confidence stepping into a 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
you see it. It might not always fall, but you see a different Jamarcus whenever he's willing to pull up. You saw a different rink, a rink that was, now that you're not up against some 270-pound 7'3" monster in the Big Ten.
Jack and the Beanstalk.
He's looked more willing to go back a guy down and use that physicality on the inside, and that opened up his 3-point shooting just a little bit. Burke's been doing the dirty work all season long. Like, so many guys have back to that January, December type form that they were playing in. Can they carry that into the second weekend? If they can, if you get similar performances that you got on the first weekend, I feel really good about Nebraska's chances to beat Iowa. If you can keep that rolling for another couple days through the round of 16. If you guys playing like that with that confidence.
I think we can go back to the let's go back. I think for Frager, what felt like to me, he was back, did not shoot it well in the first game, right? 4 of 15 against Troy. But the fact that he was continuing to shoot it.
Yeah.
Just taking his shot, getting shots up. That told me, like, all right, he's not hesitant anymore.
He's gained a lot of confidence.
He's not hesitant anymore.
Yeah.
Right. Also, we've got to go to that bench a little bit. What's that going to look like? What do we see in that bench? Obviously, there's got to be some minutes within that thing.
Who's expecting the Leo minutes on Saturday?
Well,
that ended up being a huge 2 points.
That Leo part, I'm telling you, that had everything to do with again, Garcia's back home. I hope he can have those moments. I think he will be back in there. But you could tell, like, after that first game when he's sitting in 2-minute stint, that was not a happy bench.
Mm-mm.
And when it was time, when we're getting in foul trouble, they looked down there. They glanced over him in that moment. And again, Leo comes in and gets that dunk, and the rest is history. Nebraska beats Vandy.
I mean, if you're looking at the bench guys, can Cale Jacobson avoid the foul trouble? That hurt him in both the first two games.
Well, what I will say about this one, I think both of these teams, but more on our side, we are going to be comfortable with our opponent. Cale got in that game against Vandy. He was not comfortable with that opponent.
Mm-hmm.
In my eyes, they were too fast.
He looked very sped up.
Yes, they sped him up. That's the one thing about this Iowa team, like Robin said yesterday, and we know that Ben McComb was not going to let this speed up. But you know how you speed a team up? You make shots.
Mm-hmm.
You get them behind. An Iowa team, if you can get them a double-digit deficit, they have to speed up. They'll be forced to do that.
Well, I don't think you can speed him up for 40 minutes.
No, good God, no. He's the guy like you. Like, he's the guy that will go out and call timeouts after makes. You're like, man, I believe those are the dumbest timeouts ever invented, by the way.
Can you go on some sort of run and speed him up for a 4-minute stretch before a media timeout? That's more the question to me. Can you go on one of those runs that speeds them up and throws them off their rhythm for a few minutes? Get yourself that 10 to 12 point cushion, because they're gonna slow back down.
Yep.
Their best method to get back into a basketball game is to limit your possessions and be efficient with theirs. That's how they play. It's reminiscent of the Iowa football team. They're not going to make huge mistakes. They're going to let you make mistakes. They're never going to panic. They're going to keep staying with what their offense is. Like the Iowa football team, fight them down by 17. They're going to keep on running the damn ball up until, oh wait, now there's 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter and we got to start throwing it around. But that's what it is with this Iowa basketball team as well. You're not going to get them off their rhythm. You're not going to get them off their pace. Hey, they find themselves down by 10. Can you speed them up for a minute or two and turn it into a 16-point lead before they're inevitably slow back down? They're going to find their way back into it. So I hear people talk about one of the keys is speeding up this Iowa team. You don't really do that.
It won't be allowed. I agree with you. No,
you just don't really do that. It's not who they are. Can you do it for a couple of minutes and give yourself a commanding lead to play from whenever an Iowa inevitably gets it back to their pace?
I guess you could speed them up if you shoot them out of the gym and take their timeouts away.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. They're going to be who they are. They've known who they are all year long. They're playing their best basketball right now, right?
Their role guys are stepping
Their role guys. That's been the difference in them because
Sturts, they've
been
been able to,
great. Everybody knows.
Teams have been shutting him off as a scorer, turning him into a facilitator, making the role guys beat shit. The role guys beat Florida.
Oh, absolutely. There's no doubt about it.
Role guys beat Florida.
No doubt about it.
How big do you guys think officiating will be in this game, and how much Iowa is allowed to be physical?
If this is played like the first time around in Iowa City, Nebraska's got some problems.
We're in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be in trouble if that's allowed. And again, what I guess I would say, what has not been allowed? Like, what has changed? Even in the first few matchups, obviously he got loose against Troy, and they didn't really, Troy wasn't good enough to maintain what Price and the offense was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Vandy was quick enough and physical enough to do it, and they were allowed to get away with it. They just were.
Mm.
But I don't know who the crew is, but other crews are good. It'll be interesting. I always say, hey, let's get off to the fast start. What does that look like? And then the first time price comes around and you see a jersey, does the hand go up or do they go? That'll tell you everything, because I believe, and it should be this way, however the first half is called, it is what it is. It should maintain that in the second half. Don't change up on it, because that's bad for everything, bad for both teams. Because they tried to for a moment against Price when Nickel got a couple in like 12 seconds.
Yeah, it was two in like a minute.
You're like, come on, man. Like I'll take it, but they've been doing it for 25 minutes now. But then it went away.
One of those refs, I think, final 5 minutes of that game said, we're going to let these teams decide on the floor. That I do commit. If I commend the refs for one thing for Saturday, it's that whenever the final 5 minutes of that game rolled around, they said, we're going to let these two teams battle it out and win it on the floor.
And here's what I'll tell you. From the officiating side, it's like being an umpire, right? Here's the zone. Bap, bap, strike. And the kid comes back and goes, I can't understand. Blah, blah. Well, here's the deal. It's been called that way all day long. Adjust. And we're going to pitch to that spot too, because I want the same spot. And if I'm getting, it is what it is. If it's an outside bit, you got to scoot up. They'll have to find a way. I think Nebraska will go into this game. Everybody knows in the gym that they're going to try to hold Price. And we might be doing the same thing on Sturts, right? And again, they have officials meetings, and I'm sure they're talked about. But if that's the case and that's what it is, we have to assume that. We have to go and work around it, right? This is going to be a massive chess match. Coaching will be at the ultimate level in this one. Ultimate level in this one. And who plays chess the best? Because you know each other. Who's got the best tricks up their sleeve? I'm going to give the edge. I know Ben McCullum's a really good coach. He's come there. I'm not sure there's a better offensive mind in the game. I still believe there's still a few tricks up the sleeve on the Fred Hoiberg side in this matchup. I'll take the mayor all day long in this one. I'll take Nate's defense all day long.
I'm trying to find they have announced the 40 officials that will be officiating the Sweet 16 and Elite 8. They have not given the assignments yet.
One glaringly obvious thing that happened in both games against Iowa is you lost the rebound battle, and obviously you've split on the series. So how big do you think rebounding is in this game to get you a win? Like, you can lose the rebound battle, but can you still win the game?
I think as a total, it's big. But I'm going to tell you what, it's big on the offensive side. I think you got to, if you're going to, like, possessions are going to be a premium. You cannot allow Iowa on the offensive glass. You got to make them one and done.
I'm going to set kind of an arbitrary number here, but I think you have to be within 5 or 6 on the rebounding battle. And you can't let Iowa have more than 10 on the offensive glass.
Yeah, you got to be disciplined. This is a very disciplined basketball game.
I think you're right about offensive rebounds in particular. The biggest two things for me that are the biggest in this game are offensive rebounds and turnovers, because that gives Iowa more possessions, and that's what you can't have.
Well, and that's every time Iowa touches the ball, it's 25, 30 seconds off the clock.
Yep.
Well,
they'll eat it up.
And with how Iowa plays, if you give them 6 extra possessions based off turnovers in the offensive glass, I mean, as you talked about, Hooksy, that's probably 3 minutes off the clock.
Yep.
3 minutes off the clock. And if Iowa converts on half of those, they've already limited your possessions with how they play.
Yep.
Like, that's putting you into a hole they have to come back from, where you have to now go and outshoot this Iowa team. But it's not like that's going to come as a surprise to Nebraska. If there's one benefit.
That's the one.
You've already prepared for this twice this season. You have a plenty of time to prepare for how this team is going to play on Thursday night. Nebraska is the more talented basketball team. Simple as that. Nebraska is the more talented basketball team. They have the experience against this Iowa basketball team. The wild cards, I think, are, first off, the fact that Nebraska won the last game means Iowa can kind of be more of the aggressor in terms of their adjustments. Any adjustments Nebraska's making this week are kind of more of a, here's the adjustments we expect Iowa to make. So we're going to make adjustments based on what we think they're going to be doing to us. Like the big adjustment was you posted up Price in Lincoln. You made a huge adjustment that threw Iowa off their game early, threw Sturts off his game early to have to guard down in the post as opposed to be chasing Price around the entire floor. That caught Iowa completely off guard. Iowa's going to be ready for that this time around. What counter adjustment are you making this week to be ready for what Iowa's going to use to counter? We shall see. And the other one's the emotions.
That's a big one.
Emotions are ultimate wild card, especially this time of year. And you could say the same if it was Florida, but it gets jacked up to a 12.
It wouldn't be the same.
It's jacked up to a 12 with Iowa. To wonder what are the emotions like.
It wouldn't be the same if it was Florida from the emotional standpoint, especially from what I'm hearing right now with boots on the ground there right now. So more to come. More to come on this as we get closer. Still,
speaking of boots on the ground, did you see there is a canal in Houston?
Yes, I did see that tweet. Somebody said there's a canal. Watch out. I feel like if that were to happen, there'd be a few Husker fans that'll enjoy the canal on a Thursday night, tomorrow night. All right, let's take our final break of the hour. We'll come back. Let's flip to football, man. Let's go Levante David. Look back at that career. Elijah asked the question, is this a first ballot Hall of Famer or not? We'll talk about that and a whole lot more when we return.
In the last 7 days, there have been 122 different species of birds located in Lancaster County.
Oh my God, are we kidding me?
What's this one? Wow. Would you guys like to guess who the top 100 birders in Lancaster County?
Wow.
The birders?
Birders. The top this year has been Larry. He's already recorded 120 different species of birds.
You're in trouble, bro. You got a lot of catching up to do.
Not far behind Tobin.
You can join
and Jason.
Are you gonna join them in this adventure?
Should I try to log every bird in Lancaster County this year?
Why not? You're a little behind, but I think you can get going.
I don't know if I recognize any of these names in this top 100.
How many different are out there? How many different birds are out there?
A lot. Enough that you can hit. No.
Uh-oh. Did you find somebody you know?
Yeah.
Can we call him out?
It's Jake Bartecki.
Oh.
Bartecki's number 63 in the Lancaster County list this year. He's seen 42 different species of birds.
My goodness.
Though he hasn't seen one since March 1st, which is so once basketball season's ramped up.
Honestly, not that surprising.
I got to message him about this. Now I got to get on the list. If I want to get on the top 100, I just need to see 25 different species of birds. That's not hard, right? I think.
Nah.
I don't know what I'm hearing right now.
I'm gonna shoot a text to Bartecki.
I started something this morning.
Oh, I started it. I was watching that documentary last night. Now I'm curious. What the top birders in Nebraska? We got Dave's got 141 on the year. Wow.
Folks, you guys got any games this week?
We do not. Our first game is until April 15th.
Oh wow.
We have a scrimmage next Wednesday against another 11U team.
Yeah, we got our first one tonight.
Ooh, like first here in town, right? Because you guys did the air. Who you got?
Braves Navy. They were pretty good last year. They're a majors team, and I think we split with them. And
yeah, I could. Don't get me started.
I know, me too.
Don't get me started. That group last year.
In the United States, we have a two-way tie at the top, each with 460.
Welcome back in the morning, Hookup. You ever said something or mentioned something you just want to put it back in? You go, I didn't say that. Yeah, I started something, and then maybe it's like another weekly segment we'll have to figure out. Heard about you, man. I heard.
Arlo's asking about the documentary I was watching now.
Arlo, stop feeding this.
It is called Listers.
Stop feeding this.
You can find it on YouTube.
He also said pickle fight is the name of the beer. Pickle fight.
I've had that one before. I can have about one. Very, very good with like a summer cookout, like you're having your burger and you have your pickle beer. Not a beer you want to drink 6 of.
Pickle beer is good. Also, pickle vodka. I don't know if you've tried that, but
God, I'm such a traditionalist.
Crown and water.
Just a regular Crown. That's all I need. I'm just a regular guy.
not even like Crown Apple.
Nope.
Or, ooh,
No.
Crown Apple's good.
I just don't like the. I don't know. I'm just a traditionalist. Somebody asked me today, blah, blah, you're this. I'm like, here's the deal. I can tell you this right now. I only drink, like, let's take the tea out of the way. That's just for a reason. Water by itself. Yes, I do that. Crown, coffee. That's the extent of what I put into my body.
Can you rank them 1, 2, 3 based on how much
Crown
you consume?
Well, they go to one. The ones go together. Needs and wants.
Yeah.
All needed, by the way.
All wanted.
Needed and wanted. Yeah. I'm gonna have a few of those today. I'm gonna hit the golf course today too. Go out and do that today.
Good day for it.
It is a good day. Get out, roll your windows down, enjoy it if you get a chance to. Something that we got I don't know, maybe if whatever era you were at, you got a chance to enjoy this guy for a couple years at the University of Nebraska, and that's Levante David.
Oh man,
Hawk in the middle. A lot of you will remember a lot about Levante David, but probably the comeback and the play against Ohio State rips the ball away. And at that moment in Husker history, he's an interesting conversation. I don't think for a lot of us he is. I think we know where we're at with him. When you look back at his career, first team All Big Ten, first team All Big Ten, All Big 12 and Big 10, because that's when they flipped the conferences. Big 12 defensive newcomer of the year, Big 12 linebacker of the year, 2-time All-American, by the way, first team All-American, 10 and 11, one-time Pro Bowl, 2-time second team All-Pro, first team All-Pro in a Super Bowl champion, amassed over 1,700 tackles, over 42 sacks, 32. I mean, it just goes on and on. 14 interceptions there. But his style of play, the way he did it for as long as he did it, what an amazing career as he announced his retirement from the game yesterday.
There's so many memories. And we talked about this a little bit yesterday on the Average Joe Sports Show, where there's games that stand out in your Husker memory with the Ohio State comeback, where he sparks that by ripping the ball free from Braxton Miller, his insane performance in Happy Valley against Penn State.
Oh, gosh. Oof, so good.
I mean, the 3 consecutive stops on second and inches, makes 3 consecutive stops to get Penn State off the field in crunch time. I was mentioning yesterday how one of the things that always stands out to me is you'd look up there at like the end of the third quarter and the Husker Vision boards are highlighting the defensive player of the game. And he goes, Levante David's got 14 tackles already?
No, seriously.
Yeah.
Every broadcast you listen to, it just felt like Levante David in on the tackle. Oh, Levante David made a stop right there.
Which is crazy
you heard
because
his name the whole
and it was quietly, like he was in on every single tackle and you wouldn't quite think about it. Then you get to the end of the game, you go 14 tackles.
Yeah.
Man,
Well, you guys,
that dude was everywhere. He just was always in the right place at the right time. Such an instinctive football player.
you guys do the math when you're talking about that. He started in every game in Nebraska, 27 games, recorded 285 tackles in 27 games in Nebraska, 28 for a loss, 11.5 sacks, 2 picks. His senior year will go down as one of the best ones that you'll see. 133 tackles. He had 13 for a loss and 5.5 sacks, 2 picks, 2 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries. This dude was legit, but maybe goes down as one of the most underappreciated linebackers in NFL history.
He was never about the self-promotion. And he was stuck down in Tampa Bay whenever they were bad for, was it 7 years before they finally won the title? 6 before they finally got Tom. Like, he was stuck, and Jameis Winston was stealing the headlights down in Tampa Bay because he was throwing 30 touchdowns and 30 interceptions in a season. Ridiculous stat there. But was it 40-40? It was 40-40, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll steal the headlines. Levante David is quietly doing his thing, and his career in Tampa was similar to Nebraska in that you'd look up at the end of the game and be like, oh, Levante has 11 tackles today for the Buccaneers defense. When did that happen? Like, the dude was just always in the right place at the right time, was always making the correct play, super solid. And that's why I think his game didn't ever seem to quite fall off, because it wasn't a game that was reliant on athleticism and speed and strength. It was a game that was reliant on, he read the offense. He was one of those guys that almost seemed to know what play was being run before they did, and he was always in the right place at the right time.
He just made an impact on every play.
You're talking about a guy that did it for 14 years, 1,700 tackles. That's 122 a year.
Yep.
It's insane.
First team.
First ballot.
We'll see if it was among his peers.
Because what does he
Yes.
get? You got to wait. Is it 5? Is it a 5-year wait in the NFL?
Mm-hmm. If it's among his peers, he'll get voted in. But again, it's a bit of a popularity contest at times.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I mean, how many seasons over 100 tackles did he have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years.
12 out of the 14 years he played.
Yeah.
That ain't bad.
I think it says something too that a team like Tampa, they're like, we're not getting rid of this guy. He stayed in one spot his entire career. Something you don't see a lot of.
Played.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, I was thinking. I saw a stat.
That's pretty much what I had.
Yeah, I mean, he played. That was almost going down chair. In the games he played, he started all the games he was able to play in. 215 starts. What an amazing. I mean, here's a crazy 1,716 tackles, right? About 1,172 solo.
More than half. That's incredible.
Like 70%. Like, that's insane. 544 assisted tackles.
What was he? Was he 2-time All-Pro despite that?
Yep.
Just 2-time All-Pro? I say just 2-time All-Pro. That's still pretty special, but
yeah, he was first team All-Pro once, 2 times second team, but only once.
One Pro Bowl. Only one
Yep.
Pro Bowl. 2-time first team All-American at Nebraska.
What year was he drafted? We should bring up what's that? Remember, you went back. What was that draft class? He was drafted in 2012.
Yeah.
Let's go through that draft class. Yeah, I'm sure you can pop it up pretty quick. Because you mentioned a couple of guys, I think, in the stream about that draft class.
Luke Kuechly and Bobby Wagner. So Luke Kuechly was the first linebacker off the board at number 9 overall. And then at 47 overall, you had Bobby Wagner. Levante David, he fell down. Was the end of the second round?
Yeah, 58th overall, I believe.
58th overall, yeah. Levante David. So those are the linebackers selected.
Luke Kuechly played what? Is that 17 years? I think Luke Kuechly played 17 years, roughly. Is that right?
Luke Kuechly?
Yeah.
17?
Sorry, 7.
7, yeah.
I mean, he only played 7 years, obviously cut a little short.
And Bobby Wagner's still playing somehow?
What you chasing, Bobby?
Paycheck.
What you chasing, Bobby?
Can you name Bobby Wagner's college team that year?
Virginia Tech.
No.
No?
I thought it was Boston College. But
Luke Kuechly was Boston College.
There, yes.
Where did Bobby go? This is gonna. As soon as you say it, it's gonna make me mad.
I don't think it is.
No, you won't get this. I just saw it, but
Who is it?
Utah State.
Really?
Yeah. I always thought he played at like some SEC team.
Who am I thinking went to Virginia Tech? I don't know. But Levante David. What a career.
What a career. Oh,
It's
amazing stuff that he did.
Is he a jersey retirement number at Memorial Stadium? Two-time first. The length of his career at Nebraska,
that might not
2-year, but based on his college resume over 2 years and what he did in the NFL, I think that's a guy you got to put his number up in North Stadium.
Yes. The impact of what he did getting here, how he did it. I mean, look at the stats just in his 2 years. 285 tackles in 27 games, and the impact he made on the game.
And those are
probably for a lot of people, by the way, the last time it was the good years.
I was just going to say that.
Those were the good times.
Those defenses were nasty, and Levante was one of, if not the best players on that defense.
A huge what if Sue and Levante's Nebraska careers lined up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Coming up, boy, get ready. We're going to talk more college basketball, job openings. I know there's one big one open. Will there be another one open today? We are going to do a bunch of baseball predictions today. And we're going to have an email sent out that'll let us know in about 12 months, it feels like. Sit back, relax, enjoy, refill the coffee. The three of us will be right back.
predictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With a Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Nebraska. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Nebraska School Activities Association and the Nebraska State Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
To protect her home and family in a disaster, Karen was willing to wade through water, mud, and insurance paperwork.
Yeah, I can do this.
You go, Karen! By simply understanding and updating what her insurance covers and doesn't cover now, she'll be better prepared no matter when disaster strikes. Learn other simple ways to protect your home and family before a natural disaster at ready.gov. That's ready.gov. A message from FEMA and the Ad Council.
KFOR and Legacy Retirement Communities are now taking nominations for the Jerry Joyce Living Legacy Award to honor compassionate, caring, unsung heroes in our area who have never received recognition. The selected individuals will receive up to $2,500 to donate to the nonprofits of their choice. Nominations should be 500 words or less and be submitted at KFORnow.com. You may also send to Carol at KFOR by email or mail through April 20th. This award is given annually in memory of Jerry Joyce, Legacy's founder.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. There's no better place to be outdoors than in Nebraska. Hello, everybody. I'm Hershey from your Nebraska Game and Parks, and I get to serve as your guide each week as we seek adventures with the outdoor experts. So join me every Saturday morning at 9:45 for Outdoor Nebraska here on KFOR.
Hello, I'm Rick.
And I'm Kim with Harley's Heating and Air. At Harley's, our focus is on you, the customer.
If it's your goal to keep your system running at peak performance, try our service agreements.
Call Harley's or schedule online at harleysheatingandair.com.
I'm Cindy Martin Green, and when my mother was diagnosed with cancer, our world changed forever. This experience made me so passionate about spreading awareness of treatment options, including clinical trials. I'm joining Stand Up to Cancer to get information to those who have been diagnosed with cancer and their loved ones. Clinical trials introduce new hope for patients, providing access to cutting-edge new treatments. Talk to your doctor to see if a clinical trial may be the best choice for you or a loved one. To learn more, visit standuptocancer.org/clinical trials today.
Lincoln's local news, talk, sports, and weather station. FM 101.5, 1240 AM, KFOR, and KFRX HD3, Lincoln.
From ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. Iran has received the 15-point American plan to pause the war in the Middle East, and Iran announced a short time ago it is rejecting that plan. Strikes in the region continue, including against Israel. ABC's Matt Rivers is in Doha.
At least 5 different missiles fired from Iran into different parts of Israel today. Most of them got intercepted. One of them apparently striking that power plant in Israel, but the power company there saying that no infrastructure was damaged there. It's unclear if that had made it to evade air defense systems or if it was simply allowed to go through because the Israelis figured out it was going to land in an area where it wouldn't do any damage.
Iran says it will allow some ships through the Strait of Hormuz, but only those not actively fighting the war. The U.S. planning to send at least 1,000 troops from the Army's 82nd Airborne to the Middle East. 5,000 more Marines are also on their way there. As lawmakers in Congress work to strike a deal to end the partial government shutdown, TSA officers will soon pass another Friday without getting paid. ABC's Jay O'Brien's on Capitol Hill.
After 40 days of deadlock on Capitol Hill and hours-long TSA lines backing up at major airports, pressure on lawmakers is building. Massive lines snaking through airports like Houston caused by TSA officers calling out in record numbers, struggling to make ends meet, going weeks now without a paycheck.
The NTSB says the fire truck involved in this week's deadly collision at New York's LaGuardia Airport was missing a crucial piece of safety equipment that might have prevented the crash. ABC aviation expert Steve Ganyard.
The fire truck involved did not have a transponder, the electronic beacon that would have shown up in the control tower and would have waved off, told the Air Canada jet to go around and prevented this mishap.
Major League Baseball season begins tonight. The Yankees will travel to San Francisco to play the Giants for a night opener. Many other teams have their opening day tomorrow. This is ABC News.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-551-7672. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-551-7672. That's 800-551-7672. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real.
Weather safety being practiced right now. Good morning. I'm Jeff Modes. We're at 72 degrees at KFOR. The statewide tornado drill is happening right now. Sirens will be sounding, tone alerts, and other broadcast media notifications are being tested as part of the drill. Lancaster County Emergency Management Director Jim Davidsaver tells KFOR News that there's a link on the emergency management website that you can fill out a tornado participation form and submit it.
And if you do submit that participation form, as I said, all those are recorded, and I always enjoy sharing the results of that so we as a community have an idea of just how many people are paying attention, how many of them have given some thought and consideration to their safety during a severe weather event.
Remember to seek shelter below ground like a basement, away from windows, under a sturdy table, or in an interior room or closet. A full list of the tornado safety tips can be found up at KFORnow.com. In other news, a 36-year-old Lincoln man is in custody for a number of outstanding warrants after the Metro Fugitive Task Force put him in handcuffs early Tuesday afternoon. The Lancaster County Sheriff's Office says investigators were called to 7th and C Streets looking for Dustin Peterson, who had 2 felony warrants for possession of a controlled substance and burglary out of Lancaster County, and a felony warrant for possession of a deadly weapon by a prohibited person in York County. The tactical response unit arrived at the scene. Then about 2 o'clock, Peterson was taken into custody, then to a Lincoln hospital to be checked out by medical staff. No other details were made available. State lawmakers must send a balanced state budget to Governor Jim Pillen by the end of the workday today. Last Thursday, senators failed to advance the budget because they could not get enough votes to end debate. Nebraska lawmakers, though, could still rework the bill, negotiate changes, and bring it back for another vote. But the hard deadline for the overall budget bill is in April. It must be passed before the next fiscal year. Right now, the state's budget deficit's at nearly $650 million. It must be solved before the budget is approved. Sunshine today and a high of 90. I'm Jeff Motes, KFOR News.
This is Brian Health Podcast. When it comes to a healthful diet for diabetes patients, a balanced plate is key. And here's registered dietitian and outpatient diabetes educator Teresa Gerbling with more.
When we're thinking about a healthful diet for diabetes, we want to balance half of our plate with non-starchy vegetables. We want to balance those with a nice portion of protein, 3 to 4 ounces of protein. And then also the other fourth of our plate should be carbohydrates and starches for fuel.
And to hear the entire podcast, go to brianhealth.org.
Let's go. At Liberty First Credit Union, you don't have to wait. Get auto loan rates as low as 2.99% and personal loans as low as 7.49% for up to 36 months. Whether you're upgrading your ride, tackling a project, or planning your next big move, Liberty First helps you get there faster for less. Liberty First Credit Union. Let's go save. Rate and APR based on creditworthiness, term, and if applicable, vehicle details. See Union for details. Equal housing opportunity. And if applicable, vehicle details. See Liberty First Credit Union for details. Equal housing lender. Equal housing opportunity.
This is the Morning Hookup on KFOR.
Credit Union for details. Equal housing opportunity.
Welcome back to the Morning Hookup, hour number 2. Boy, it's beautiful outside today. Good day to get on the course. Good day. Yep, we'll make that happen. Good day for some youth baseball being played tonight.
You bet.
You guys got a game?
You bet. Opening, well, I guess I can't really call it opening day for us.
Opening day in Lincoln?
Yeah. They had their tournament down in Arizona last week. Faced some good competition, got exposed to some good teams from different states. There was a lot of good, a lot of bad. They played they got their butts kicked in some games, and they kicked some butt in some other games.
There you go.
That's exactly what you need to start the season. And now we open up against a local team here in Lincoln, and should be a good one.
It's all a progression. It's like every sport, man. You get going and you lead up to state.
Yeah.
Right? Lead up to state.
Can't be playing your best ball in the beginning of the season.
Play those great weekend tournaments that are all around Lincoln at a great facility at Sandhills are out. You get a chance to travel, do a lot of that. So yeah, we back to practice tonight. Our first game is April 15th. Kind of like, man, let's get to the good weather.
Yeah.
I played too many years of baseball where we're in like early or mid-March where it's not going to be 90 degrees. You
got long sleeves and jackets on.
Yeah.
That
doesn't work. Coming up, Elijah will be back here shortly. We're going to do Major League Baseball predictions, have a little fun going through. We'll look at some odds, divisions, winners, and all that good stuff. Jump into that. Stories that we missed as well. Probably more bracketology or whatever. If you guys got something, feel free to call us 402-489-1240. Join us on the stream at YouTube in the Morning Hookup. If you got comments, concerns, just throw them out there. How you feeling about Nebraska, Iowa? What are you doing for the game if you're not in Houston? What are you doing for the game? And then what time you getting off work? Are you going to have to work the full day and then run home and get ready? Those are major questions right now in this city.
Oh, yeah.
I know a lot of people have been asking me, it's like, what time should I get to I don't even know. I know local establishments are getting ready, prepared for big nights.
Early. That's what I could say. I was downtown for the first part of the Vanderbilt game. Good luck. Were
you inside that mess?
No. The girlfriend and I were just getting ice cream down at
yeah.
You know the spot down there in the Haymarket.
Yep.
And just everywhere, just absolutely packed.
Because the rail yard looked electric.
Oh yeah. It was absolutely loaded down there. So let's see. Game time 6:30. I would say get down there 4 o'clock.
Yeah, maybe 3. I don't even know.
Yeah. That sounds super early.
Just get there and stand there by the big TV.
Yeah.
And just stare.
If you're outside. My spot.
Yep. Or if you're inside, get by the best TV wherever you're at down there. Yeah. It's going to be an electric environment down there. And then what's interesting is when they built the rail yard, right? They got all that done. They got that beautiful TV up there. I think this is what everybody envisioned, these moments for the rail yard.
Mm-hmm.
And it's finally happening. I know people go down and watch football games on the Cube and those things, but this is what I think they were envisioning, probably for football, right? Playing in that big bowl game or playing in the national championship game or the Big Ten championship game. You all these crowds down there.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's this is real. This is the way it's supposed to look.
Some of those videos that came down there from when Frigger made that layup, just pure electricity. Everybody's going nuts. There's
beers in here.
Beers flying everywhere. Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Hopefully that's the case tomorrow night. Maybe more people wear ponchos down there.
Maybe.
To watch the beer spray. Or maybe that's what you like. Whatever you do, if you're down there, take care of your bartenders. Take care of them.
Mm-hmm.
Also, drive safe home.
Yes.
Get home safe. Berkey will tell you we're going to need you on Saturday too. So don't drink and drive. Be careful. Be nice to people.
Part of driving safe home sometimes is not driving, and calling an Uber is the preferred method if you have to. So
yes, take care of them. You can leave your car.
Yep.
If you get down there, you get a great park, but just leave it. Right? It's not worth it.
It's not.
Take the $10 ticket, whatever the city wants to give you for their income. Okay.
Yep.
It's definitely not worth your life, other people's lives to depart. Boy, what a landscape of college basketball that we're living in right now. There is a lot going on, obviously. And again, we had the Sweet 16 going on. And what I want to circulate is this whole college coaching thing. Obviously, yesterday, big announcement out of Chapel Hill. Hubert Davis, after 5 years out at North Carolina, a lot of circulating names going on. Some names are that, I mean, everybody in that world that the names are, they're at other jobs.
Yeah.
Whether they're still in the Sweet 16 at the NBA. I do know this. Sources are now saying Brad Stevens is taking his name out. He will stay with your Celtics, which is, look, man, that's a cushy job.
Yeah, there's no reason for him.
That
to
might
leave.
be the best job in all the front office of any NBA team.
Yeah, there's no reason for him to take
nope.
the Carolina job.
And he's been out of the game. Obviously, these are names that will continue to pop up with big time jobs. They just will. You're hearing names now of, and this is the way of the world, I believe. And you look at, we look back, Hubert Davis, 5 years. Okay. Let's go back. Let's look at what he did there. I mean, this is a guy, I can't find it, blanked out. I mean, this is a guy that went out to North Carolina as a former player, which, by the way, I will tell you as a fan of that team, that is the problem. That has been a problem on that side, is the Carolina way. And somebody asked me, like, this will be the first time I'm pretty sure, I'm going back pretty far. I'm not getting into the 1900s, blah, 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 but this would be the first time that the Carolina coaching search will go outside the family.
Mm-hmm.
You go back to Frank McGuire, Dean Smith, Bill Guthridge, Matt Doherty, Roy Williams, Hubert Davis. Interesting name. So Stevens has pulled his name out. A lot of bidding interest now on Billy Donovan at the Bulls. TJ, what's his face at Iowa State?
Otzelberger.
There you go. Golden at Florida, they're out, possibly. Dusty May's name is surfaced. Nate Oates. Those names are going to surface wherever you're at.
Yep.
But I think the way of it is as I start to look at this and go, okay, let's do the tell that takes. A lot of people are like, are you okay with Hubert? Yes. It's one, there's a lot of driving factors of what's happening, right? There is an optics at Carolina. Now, also sources out there say, get ready, Kansas might be opening.
Yeah.
Bill Self kind of led you down the right line a little bit about health and all that, and wanted to be healthy and moving on. Don't know. Sources say maybe come as early today that you hear that. But it's a different landscape. There's a lot of pressure on NIL. There's a lot of pressure. You look at those two schools. There's a standard at a Carolina.
Absolutely.
At a Kansas. Those are two blue bloods.
And I think that's the biggest.
First round exits are not cool, no matter the year.
That's the biggest driving factor for Hubert Davis being out. Because if you look at over his 5 years at North Carolina, he had about a 70% win percentage.
Dude,
but if you're at a spot like North Carolina, you need postseason success.
Here's the deal. Carolina, his first year, okay? An inherited team.
Mm-hmm.
That went 29-10. They did finish second in the tournament. They were runner-up to Kansas, but they were the 8th seed. The following year, now I think it was wrong. They were preseason number 1. You know what they went out and did? Missed the tournament.
Yep.
29-8, made it to the Sweet 16. Won the ACC that year. Only time he's won the ACC was that year. 23-14, first round exit. 24-9 this year, first round exit. Boom. Then you start hearing the rumors about this and that. Donors maybe not feeling it, not donating the money.
Yep.
Pressure decision. So they'll be looking for a new head person. Kansas in recent years.
Yep.
The pressures. Blue blood. Self-health. A lot of drama this year with Peterson. Who was managing him? All this and that. Right? Second round exit, right? Second round.
Mm-hmm.
Those are programs that I think you have to look at. In my opinion, it's not what you've done for me lately, because I know, again, a lot of people are like, well, Caleb Wilson was out. Yeah, here's the deal. Optically, you missed it. You've been out in the first round twice now, and you had a 19-point lead, and you didn't coach it well.
Yeah.
But those are programs that will not allow themselves to dip to that level. So interested to watch these evolutions of coaches. We're going to go through another run of coaches, by the way, that are going to age out at some point in big time jobs, and what the carousel looks like.
There's going to be a lot of movement. Another guy in North Carolina, the little brother of the Tar Heels, North Carolina State, Will Wade, he just got to North Carolina State, and his name's been popping up in some other spots. Arizona State yesterday hired, I think it's Randy Bennett from St. Mary's.
Yep.
How do you feel about that hire? Moving from St. Mary's to a place like Arizona State with a ton of more resources.
It'll be interesting in that conference, what's
How he
happening.
can
And the
move
Big
from
12
the-
is so good.
Move from the WCC to the Big 12. That's a huge,
massive jump. Now, we've seen a good run of mid-major coaches jump that have had. I mean, look at it. I mean, hate to say it and talk about Ben McCollum.
Yeah.
Iowa. Success. Right? There's been a ton of them. There were how many this year that won first-round games or have advanced on? They're bigger programs.
Yep.
Other names to watch. I mean, I will also say this in the college basketball world. Like I'll be mentioning Creighton. Those are attractive job. Creighton, attractive job. Carolina, attractive job. Maybe number one. Kansas, attractive job.
Oh yeah.
You look at them. When I say this, I mean it. These are schools that care more about basketball than they care about football. In most cases, right? Creighton doesn't have one. All resources go where?
Basketball.
Carolina. Whatever you want to have Bill Belichick and play, don't matter. Carolina basketball rules that. Kansas football, it's Kansas basketball.
Yep.
That's what makes those jobs attractive. Because Dusty May's name has been thrown out there, right? To all these jobs. His name may be thrown out there. Is that enough to move these guys on to somewhere else where basketball means more? Michigan football will always be number one, right?
Yep.
Arizona's in that tweener. Nate Oates, Alabama. You will never be more important than Alabama football.
Never.
Also, I would say that for Florida basketball. Florida football will probably mean more forever in that state. So interesting stuff as they evolve through these jobs. And again, we're waiting. There's been a lot of sources out there saying today is the day that Bill Self might step down. Which, by the way, how that will resonate so loudly across college basketball. Hubert's is resonating only because it's Carolina. Now attach Kansas with Bill Self. Bill Self, he's one of the legends.
He's been there for what, 23 years?
Yes, legends of college basketball. Right? Tulsa, Illinois, Kansas, 23 years. That'll be a big one, a big bomb. And there's other coaches you continue now to look at. How long, much longer do they do it for? One that keeps popping in my mind all the time is Tom Izzo.
Izzo, Rick Barnes.
There's a couple of them out. There's a couple big jobs.
And then what comes after that is the guy you hire after Bill Self, you have to make a home run hire.
Home run, like those jobs like that, Self, Kansas, Carolina. If whenever Izzo comes, boom. But I'll say, like those other jobs, I'll say this about college basketball. I think there's only certain individuals that can coach certain teams.
Yeah, absolutely.
Michigan State, Tom Izzo is a legend. One of the best coaches ever to do it. But is he the only guy that can do it at Michigan State? That type of guy. How big is that job in the Big Ten? Don't know. Right?
Be one of the hardest jobs.
It's kind of like a reference to K-State football. When Bill Snyder did it for years, then they stepped in Ron Prince. It was a disaster. And it hasn't really recovered. Bill Snyder was the only guy I think could ever really get it done right at K-State. So these jobs be interesting because, Elijah, we're in the conversation with coaches moving and how some of these decisions of coaches leaving other jobs for these jobs is how much more basketball means at those schools. Nate Oates. Alabama football will always be number one. Golden. Florida, football will always be number one. Dusty May at Michigan. Michigan football will always be number one. Are these jobs attractive enough to get their attention? If Bill Self does retire, we have no confirmation. But Carolina basketball is always not going to be number one. As much as they wanted to make Bill Belichick a story, it wasn't a story.
Nope.
Kansas football, don't matter. Kansas basketball will always be number one.
I mean, if you're North Carolina, you can't screw up this hire. No. You got to get a name that makes the fan base go, oh, okay.
Like a legit veteran name. So sources are saying now Brad Stevens is taking his name off the list. That was number one. Betting odds now are on Billy Donovan.
It's an interesting one. Billy Donovan.
Billy Donovan was number two on everybody's board. And then they get into TJ, I can't say his name, Iowa State.
Otzelberger.
And then Nate Oates, Golden.
I mean, could you make a run at one of these? I doubt Kelvin Sampson's got much basketball left in him. But I'm wondering if they can go haul in a big fish like that.
I wouldn't.
Mark Few. I don't know how much basketball he's got left in him, but
I would not.
If you want to slam dunk, you get one of those guys.
I would not be surprised to hear in the coming weeks, in my opinion, I don't know anything, that a Rick Barnes and a Calvin Sampson say, I've had it. I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a great run. I've done it successfully, and I'm in my what? Are they 70?
Yeah.
They're done. I would not be surprised this year after they're both out saying, riding off in the sunset. Right?
And Bruce Pearl did. I mean,
Yep.
Bruce Pearl had a lot of good basketball left in him.
And
Now we unfortunately have to hear him talk on the studio shows.
He's
every
an
single
idiot.
week, but
Bruce, hope you're not.
great basketball coach, but dear God.
I would not be surprised to hear that type of thing starting to happen. That's why Izzo came up. Like Izzo's that next level guy. Like, ooh, how much longer?
He never leaves Sparty.
No, but I'm just saying, not leave it, but be done with it.
The question is, do we think Fred gets any offers?
People are going to knock on those doors,
but I don't think Fred listens.
No,
especially given the extension he just signed.
Fred will not listen because I think what he's doing here is very unique.
I think Fred signing the extension was the outward message from both the university and from Fred.
Back off.
I ain't effing leaving.
Yep.
To quote the Wolf of Wall Street.
I agree.
I didn't quote I can't quote the Wolf of Wall Street, but I did the best I could. That was Fred's outward message of no matter who comes calling. I mean, what jobs out there do you think would even be interesting to Fred? Like the one that you have to listen to.
Can I be
Sparty?
No, can I be honest with this? I think, and again, I don't want to drag his health into it, but what he's done, like in the grand scheme of things, Nebraska basketball, and I mean, again, coaching is stressful. It is very, very stressful. But I think different programs carry different stress levels. You're going to Carolina and Kansas, that's in the top box of stress on your life. Nebraska basketball in the grand scheme of the Big Ten is a lower stress situation.
Fred made a Sweet 16 at Nebraska
with a low budget.
One of the most unfireable coaches in America.
Yeah.
And again, I just say that
the dude could go winless next year, and Husker basketball fans would be like, well, he'll get it right.
I mean, because
they'd probably be right. Like Fred is number one in my eyes in terms of job security in America right now.
Yeah, I mean, optically right now, like we talked about, Carolina on the surface, Hubert Davis won 20-plus games for 5 years in a row.
He won a natty.
Runner-up.
Was it runner-up?
Yeah, he won a natty as a player.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, no, sorry, as an assistant coach.
2017.
Yeah. That was Roy's last.
Yeah, that was Roy's last year.
And then they came back and they were
the following year. They were
8 seed and lost. They had a big lead and lost to Kansas.
Yep.
But again, optically, you go, man, that guy won 100-plus games. Won the ACC once. But then you start looking at it optically, you go, wait a minute. He was runner-up as an 8 seed with Roy's team. He missed the tournament as preseason number 1.
And
then they had 2 straight years of first round exits.
And then you got to look at how well this succession plan has worked for Duke with Shire. Like that's got to play into this where you go, well, Duke got it right.
Yep.
I agree.
If Duke can get it right, we can get it right. That's got to be the mentality.
You got to play the game at that point. So it's a lot. And so there'll be more to come. And again, I don't think this is done. Like I said, I would not be surprised to hear more of these retirement type speeches coming up for guys who might be departing soon. So, all right, let's take a break. Let's come back and get your baseball caps on. We're going to dig into the divisions, pick division winners, pick World Series, pick wild cards, all the fun stuff.
And I have a prop better too for you guys as well.
All right. That and a whole lot more when we return. Good. I mean, look at that. Did you see these pictures out of like what Nebraska sports mean? You see these pictures out of Shattern? They're playing a volleyball match out there.
Oh yeah, all the people
48 hours before. There's like, and it's not a lot, but there's like 20 people in chairs. Means more. All right, let's go here. Okay. That doesn't hold. I understand. I don't care. We're gonna go right there and just throw them up. I'm gonna pick winners.
I think I'm going to pick all bird teams to win the division.
Man, that would be fantastic. Is there one in every division? There's an Oreo.
There's not one in every division.
That'd be great, though.
Because the NL West doesn't have one.
How do I not? I have to go. Like, we're going to go. We'll be in Houston. Like, Angels, Astros, Friday night?
Yeah.
Have to, right?
Minute Maid Park is a spot I always wanted to go.
Like, have to. On top of that, I don't know how my kids pick their teams in baseball. I'm a Braves fan just because I lived over there, whatever. But I've got an Angels fan. Must be Mike Trout. But the Angels are in town, Houston.
Oh, yeah.
Picking the Angels of all teams?
I don't know.
Respect.
I don't know.
Respect.
God, he must have been hurt when Ohtani left.
I'm not sure he's even alive when he left. No, this kid, he was. He's 11. And the other one's a Braves fan. He was threatened. I have to have at least one to come with me.
Yeah, my children will be all Boston fans.
Yeah.
Or they're
right?
not allowed in
But it's
the
like
house.
their football teams too. Like not Nebraska, not college, right? But they're like NFL teams. I do not know. So I grew up in a world of non-NFL, being in Charlotte. It wasn't around. So I followed the pack. Do I like have Packer gear? No. I just liked watching the pack growing up. But somehow my kids, one kid is a Cardinals fan, don't know.
Interesting.
Don't know. One kid is a Packer fan. He has Packer gear. And he knows a lot about it. That's the 11-year-old. But my other one's I don't know.
All right.
How do you pick so many losers? Welcome back in the morning, Hookup. Happy opening day eve for all you baseball fans. Hope you can get some sleep tonight, knowing that the boys are back on the dirt tomorrow around, what do you say, 12:15 Central? Was the first game tomorrow? It was on NBC or something like that.
And NBC Mets and Pirates.
Paul Skeens heading to the bump. Nice.
I'll have a question about Paul Skeens later.
All this. Hope you get some sleep tonight because you got baseball tomorrow. National holiday for a lot of people. Nebraska tomorrow night, 6:30. Pace yourselves, folks. As I know Elijah's group will not be pacing themselves. They'll be trying to set land world records of hot dogs and kegs. I don't think they're going to get there this year because Elijah won't participate. Won't be participating. He has responsibilities.
I showed up last year after work and they were already 80 beers in and like 70 dogs. I was like, holy cow, guys.
Good Lord.
It's 7 p.m.
Because they'll have stuff. If you guys, by the way, I'll give you the plug. If you guys are out and about tomorrow and you're down at an establishment, I'll tell you, the Average Joe Sports Show will be live from Gate 25 tomorrow.
Yes, it will.
Go check them out. Go say hi to these guys. Are you down there with them? Are you here?
I don't know, actually.
I don't know. At least
I'll figure that out.
I know Schmitty will be down there at Gate 25 tomorrow. 4 to 6. Go say hi. Check those guys out as they'll lead you right up to tip. 4 to 6, 30 minutes later. That's enough time. Say hi, have a few drinks, and then be able to refill your drink before it gets started. So go check those guys out 4 to 6 tomorrow.
How many folks, if Nebraska wins on Thursday night, are calling in sick to work Friday morning?
25%.
It's going to be an unproductive day in Lincoln, Nebraska on Friday if Nebraska wins.
Let's be honest. If you're being like really proactive, you've already thrown in the day and a half off. You already asked for PTO from like noon tomorrow till Monday, right? Get real. Bosses, get real. I already know. People already asked. I'm like, sure. Shut the office down Friday. I'm not there. Work via phone. Work via phone. So, hey, baseball getting kicked off tomorrow. We're going to look at divisions. We talked a little odds yesterday, but that's not what this exercise is. And we're not giving odds. We're going to do what we're thinking in these divisions. We'll start in the American League East. Are you going for it? Are you going to do it?
Take a wild guess who I'm going to pick.
Why is he taking He's taking the Red Sox.
I don't know if you guys have seen this roster, but I really like it this year. Bring back some pieces from last year. And finally, the front office has gone out and picked up some pitching. Sonny Gray coming in. You have Crochet returning. You have Oviedo. You have Brian Bayo coming back.
Mm-hmm.
This is a really good roster, top to bottom. They have some really good pieces. And what they were missing last year in the playoffs, they went out and got. And so I am very excited for this team.
Nice. Boy, I don't want to say it.
I'll give folks to the Yankees.
Yeah.
I understand. As much as I hate them, they are also stacked top to bottom.
They're stacked.
Now that you guys have each done that, it kind of makes me want to go Toronto.
Last year I took Toronto, I believe.
I like birds.
Jeez, now you do for sure. I like birds.
But it would also feel silly to go against the Yankees and the Red Sox. That's the two sides of this.
Toronto team's good though, man.
They're good. I see them as a very, very dangerous wild card team.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go with the Yankees.
I don't think you can go wrong in any of those picks that we just got, by the way. And I will give odds after we pick, by the way. Yankees right now, plus 180. Jays, plus 220. Red Sox, plus 360.
Wow. I wasn't expecting the Red Sox to be behind the Blue Jays, actually.
There you go. So there's that. We got that.
AL Central time?
Let's go to Central. Let's go. Central. Boy, what a division it was last year. We know who we're not picking. This feels like a two-team race when you look at this right now.
Yeah. The White Sox and Twins will be bad. Bad. We know what the Tigers have. You got one of the best pitchers, if not the best pitcher in baseball, and a solid lineup up and down. But man, that Royals team, they're sneaky. They get Reagan's back. They got Bobby Witt Jr., Salvi, Pasquantino,
Caglione.
How much momentum do you take for some of these players out of the World Baseball Classic? Yeah, I know it's a long season. I'm going to take the Royals.
I am too.
I think it's a two-team race in this one. Long season, but I like the Royals in this one. What they got? You mentioned all those guys got a little bit better pitching out there. Is this the swan song for Salvi type year? I like what's happening down there.
I'll take the Tigers. They were fantastic last year. Did they lose anything? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I'm not much anxiety will be in that organization with Skubal.
You're not going to get him back. Simple as that. So I think they're going to try to maximize this last year with him. Give me the Tigers to win the division. and then give me Scuba to leave next offseason.
And the Tigers go back to being the Tigers after this year. You got YZ.
Kansas City.
Yeah. Kansas City. All right, look at that West. Oh, by the way, we'll go to the West next, but those odds, by the way, when we said it's a 2-team race, odds are telling you that. Minus 130 on the Tigers and plus 260 on the Royals. Below that, 700.
Yeah.
2-team race in that division this year.
But maybe a 2-team race in the West as well.
Yeah, I think this. I don't know enough, but I feel like it could be 3. But I think there's
the question
definite,
is the Rangers.
Yes, that's the question. I think there's a clear-cut number 1.
Clear-cut number 1, and I think a clear-cut number 2 as well.
Seattle's number 1.
Yeah.
Seattle wins this division, by the way. It's hard to go against that. Like, they're going to win this division.
The only thing that holds me back is it is Seattle. Yep. And to prolonged baseball success in Seattle seems like a pipe dream. But they seem to be by far and away the most talented roster, the best roster in this division.
Yeah, it's the best roster. My only question will be in this one. Cal Raleigh's last year, Cal Raleigh's this year.
Yeah, I mean,
it won't be the same. Who steps up for the other part of the production? They have guys that can get to that production level. This will be the first year that Raleigh, correct me if I'm wrong, will have to learn how to hit. And what I mean by that is, there won't be the same. They will pitch him differently this year.
Oh yeah.
And how he responds to that will be a big one. But I still think they're the most talented roster out there.
Lock him in.
Seattle.
Yeah, okay. I'm in the same boat here. The most talented roster. The only thing that's holding me back is the fact that it's Seattle. It's as simple as that. But they're the most talented roster here.
I think I'm going to lock them into. The Rangers are just. I don't know what to make of them.
Can't trust them.
I feel like they have so much talent on the team, and they just don't come through. They could be a wild card if the guys on the team step up, but I think Seattle is the most comfortable pick to win the AL.
Vegas is telling you minus 150 Seattle, plus 330 Houston, plus 400 Texas.
Wow.
So we're all in the Mariners?
Yep.
Yeah.
Jumping into the National League. Oh, you got a question?
No,
National League. That East.
Yeah.
By the way, you're a team I will not pick. I'm not picking the Mets. You can't trust the Mets anywhere.
Is this another potential 3-horse race here?
I'm going with the Braves.
I think
if the Braves are healthy, they're the best team in this division.
Yes.
Strider get back. They get Strider healthy and stay healthy on the bump. Obviously, that's been the mystery, right? Strider being healthy. Spencer Schwallenbach will start that way as well. I think there's bone spurs in the elbow. They have a good lineup top to bottom, with Acuna Jr. leading that thing off. They're the best team in that division.
Mm-hmm.
And the Phillies,
but
they're an aging Phillies team.
Yeah,
they're on a decline.
And last year, you thought it was the year they were. It's finally they fall off the face of the earth. They picked it up at the end of last season, finished the season strong. Do I do it? Am I the idiot that picks the Mets?
Call it.
I have zero faith in them.
I won't call you an idiot.
I have zero faith in them, especially given how last season ended. But I've been picking the team that I think is most talented in each division. I think the Mets are the most talented team in the division.
Yeah,
I don't think that's a crazy take. It's just the Mets, which I said the same thing about Seattle, and I picked Seattle. I think the Mets are the most talented team in this division, but the Mets have a history of being the Mets. I'm gonna go with the Mets, and I'll probably regret that at the end of the year.
Right.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I am gonna go with Atlanta. I can see it going your way too, though, Elijah. I think those are the two best teams. I think this is the year Philadelphia finally declines. I think they have a poor year. So I really like that Atlanta team. And as you mentioned, Hooks, it all comes down to staying healthy.
If they could be healthy, and again, Vegas is going to tell you, by the way, this is the closest odds of any 3 teams, plus 130 Mets, plus 200 Phillies, plus 230 Braves. Can we just skip this and just go right to the West real quick? Can we just get out of the way?
The Central?
Dodgers. No, can we all just put the Dodgers down?
We'll get there in a second.
All right.
We'll get there.
We got. Let's go Central.
Central, it's Cubs and Brewers probably.
I think they're the most talented team. It's going to be real hard to get off the Cubs.
It is going to be real hard to get off the Cubs, but the
Brewers, re-signing of Armstrong and
if Mizorowski takes it up another notch for the Brewers, I mean that's still a very, very talented roster.
When it comes to winning the division, I think it's between those two, but the 4 out of 5 teams in this division are kind of sneaky. Like the Pirates, they could make a little noise this year, and the Reds, they could make a little noise this year. I don't know if they'll win the division, but I think this will be a closer race than what most people think. Those teams are solid. But ultimately, it'll probably be Milwaukee or Chicago.
Yeah. And this is the first time of the Cubs, to me, are the more talented roster. The Brewers just got something special cooking I feel like every single year you look up in early September and you go, man, the Brewers have had a better year than I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Give me Milwaukee. I don't feel good either way, but give me the Milwaukee Brewers.
I'm gonna do a fun one. This is gonna be my wild card.
Pirates?
I'm gonna ride Cincinnati.
Ooh.
And I also wouldn't be surprised.
I'll be a front runner.
Young Cubs.
I also
love that pick. I love that young roster.
I won't be surprised if Pittsburgh does something this year.
Odds, by the way, again, just talking Vegas as we get there. Cubs plus 110, Brewers plus 250, Cincinnati plus 420. Your Pirates are sneaky odds plus 550.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not
that's
as
good
bad.
value.
So that's good value. Obviously, Justice, your Cardinals are going to suck.
They're terrible.
Plus 4,500. Sorry, bro. The West.
I'll take the Rockies.
Please, dude. tell me you want to lose this game without telling me you want to lose this game. Rockies.
It's fun. It's funny because the Padres and Giants aren't even bad, but
the Dodgers are just too good.
Yeah, how you guys picking about the Dodgers? We're all in agreement.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you can pick anyone about the Dodgers.
Can I guess what the odds are?
Yeah, go ahead.
They got to be close to minus 200 favorites.
Oh boy, you are like 4 times off. Minus 800.
Oh my god.
Anyone want to guess who number 2 is?
It's either the Padres or the Giants.
Padres plus
1,000.
Plus 1,000.
Pretty close. Plus 800.
And then is it San Fran or plus
1,900? No, it's not. Actually, it's the Diamondbacks at 1,900. The Giants at 2,000. Sorry, 1,900, 2,000 in the Rockies.
At what? Plus 100 million?
Just 10,000. Just 10,000. You want to throw $1?
Just don't bet it.
Like you look up and down the Padres roster and the Diamondbacks roster.
They're good.
These are good teams. And then the Dodgers are minus 800.
Did you catch Shohei's performance yesterday?
Did not. No.
He's back on the bump, and it was looking good. Like 100 plus. All his pitches on the movement. He's got it all back.
Yeah.
Makes it even more dangerous when you look at it. So
should we pick NL and AL pennant?
Let's go. Let's go. Who's playing in it?
Boy.
Who wins it? Who comes out? You saying who's coming out of that division?
Who's coming out of the AL? Who's coming out of the NL?
I just want to pick against them in the NL. I want to pick against them.
It's so hard to though. Like,
give me Seattle out of the AL.
Okay.
Seattle represents the World Series.
Let's go. Well, I'm going to take Boston out of the AL.
Okay.
And then we're going to go Milwaukee out of the NL.
Going to Milwaukee?
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Wait, Hooksy, you said you're going Seattle?
Seattle. Homer pick, Atlanta.
I still don't figure out who I want to take out of the
Come on, AL. I'll give you the odds after this, too.
I'll take the Tigers out of the AL.
Like that.
Then out of the NL, I'm taking the Dodgers.
Makes sense.
All right. Hooksy, you're taking Atlanta?
Yep.
Yeah, good luck with that pick. Elijah is taking. I'm getting all these recorded down for this email that'll deliver to our inboxes come October. Who did I take? The Dodgers, and YZ, you took the Brewers.
Yes.
Well, I'm winning that one.
You gotta make it fun a little bit. You gotta take some wild cards.
Where are they at on the board here? Dodgers plus 250 to win the World Series. Mariners plus 950. Atlanta plus 1,600. And the Brewers plus 2,800.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Seattle wins the World Series.
All right.
I figure that you're going next, right?
Yep. Huxley's got Seattle.
I think you can take a guess at who I'm picking.
Boston.
Go Sox.
I'm taking the Dodgers. I'm the only smart man here, it feels like.
Wow.
So that wraps up our kind of our season predictions.
All right, give us your other. You got some questions.
Yeah. Does Paul Skeens end the year as a Pittsburgh Pirate? Yes or no?
Ooh.
No.
I just feel like they would.
No.
Okay, I will say no as well, because I think this is the year where they picked up some offseason pieces, and the load that they will get back for Skeens will be huge for their future. So I think this could be the year. If they're not good, he's gone.
Just to be the antithesis, I will go yes and give myself a chance. The question is does he get dealt at the deadline or does he get dealt next offseason?
Yeah.
He's getting dealt in one way, shape, or form. I don't think he's going to be a Pirate for forever, and I don't think they'll let him get to free agency.
No, they can't allow that.
So I will say he's still a Pirate by the end of the regular season, but I don't think he will be a Pirate by the start of next season.
They're not retiring his jersey in Pittsburgh.
No. Do the Rockies win 50 games in 2026?
Yes.
50? Come on, man.
It might take the last 2 weeks of the regular season, but yes.
What did they finish with last year?
They had 40-something wins, right?
Oh. That doesn't make me feel confident. Yeah.
The Rockies finished 43-119 last season.
Boy, they're looking up.
Come on. 7 more wins, we can do that.
Yeah. We got that in. I'm going, yeah. Their over-unders, by the way, I believe are at 53, 52 and a half, 53 and a half.
So this is not a terrible question. What are you saying, Caleb?
Yes.
And again, I'll probably go no. I think they're closer this year.
Elijah's the contrarian of the group. He goes against what everybody else says.
The question is does a guy like Charlie Condon make his way up to the MLB level this year and start to pull them out of the horrible place they've been in?
Mm-hmm.
But I still don't think there's any reason for optimism in this year. Moving forward, maybe. I like some of the young talent, not a lot of it, but some of it. And what can they trade to get more talent? Nothing. Except maybe Ethan Holiday.
Yeah, maybe.
But he had a rough spring. So
well, there you go.
I'll go no.
It's getting kicked off tomorrow.
You guys have any more prop questions you want
to? Aaron Judge under home runs.
Wait. Let's ask that question. I'm gonna ask that question.
Go.
Who is the MLB leader in home runs by the end of the season?
Ooh.
Aaron Judge.
Aaron
Judge.
Off the top of my head, I feel like all Schwarber does is hit home runs or strike out. So, give me Schwarber.
Do I go Cal Raleigh? Probably not. I'll also go Aaron Judge. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I get it.
I just read an article. Just as you were doing that, it says the CBS article. It says every team's 2026 season win totals, best bets of the season win totals.
And
I only did that because of your Rockies. They're on here. One of his best bets is over 56.5 wins.
I wouldn't bet on it. All right, I got another one for you. Who leads the MLB in strikeouts by the end of the year?
Like pitching
strikeouts.
Pitching strikeouts.
He comes back from his injury and goes nuclear this year. Cole Reagans.
Wow.
I love that kid. He's such a good pitcher.
So you're going to Cole Reagans. That's R-A-G-E-N-S.
I like your boy.
R-G-A-N-S. There it is.
Crochet?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll take him.
It's a good pick.
I like him at the top.
He'll get you a multiple 10 strikeout games. So
yeah. And if they're going to be good, they're going to be good with him.
Yep.
Give me Paul Skeens. Give me Paul Skeens, man.
Who's going to win the MVP in the National League? I'll take Shohei.
Yeah, I'm not asking that question.
Want to go on a limb there?
You guys see the odds for who leads the league in strikeouts?
Yeah.
Yes.
I just got this pulled out. Skubal is the leader at plus 350. Then Skeens plus 400, Crochet plus 600. Cole Reagan's at plus 2,500.
Oof. We don't.
Oh wait, no. Actually, he's down to plus 1,700.
Don't know enough about him.
Reagan's is 6th in odds to lead the league in strikeouts. Behind Skubal, Skeens, Crochet, Cease, and Green. Spencer Strider at plus 3,000.
That's because he might not even get on the bump. Jeez.
A lot of that is staying healthy as a pitcher. If you don't make all your starts, it's really you got about a minute and a half.
Oh, okay.
We should take a break and come back. We'll
take a quick break. Let's come back and we'll wrap up the show.
Do we send this at the end of the regular season or at the end of the playoffs? Probably end of the regular season.
End of the regular season. Then we can track it from there.
We'll probably have separate postseason predictions. The season ends on the 27th, I believe. So we'll have this end on the September 28th at 8 a.m. So at 8 a.m. on Monday, September 28th, we will get. Oh, let's make sure. I need to send this to myself as well.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, I forgot to do that for our football ones, and I was very confused whenever you got the email. I had to go back and check my sent mail. September 28th at 8. Okay. Who does Nebraska play that weekend? Because that email is going to get sent on a Monday morning. And it's the week after Nebraska plays Michigan State. So that's fine.
Perfect.
Maybe the opening Big Ten game that we'll get to talk about. And then we'll also have baseball to talk about that morning. So mark your calendars, everyone. If you want to hear us talk about our season predictions plus Michigan State.
Get ahead now.
Monday, September 28th.
It's going to be electric.
Athletics 10 says Cubs v. Yankees could save baseball, but it's obviously going to be Dodgers and Yankees.
Just a young rod. They're going to be there for a long time. Like, it's one of those things, like, you even think about last year with the Dodgers. Like, they weren't at full strength most of the year either. Like, Betts, remember how long Betts was? Like, he was gone and then wasn't very good for a while, and they still were.
I hope I get to see Crochet live when I'm in Boston in a couple weeks. Get to see Crochet against
I hope
the
that
Yankees.
falls. I hope it does. You
God.
just falls right on that list.
Oh, my God.
I've texted my boys, and they are excited about the prospect of birding this summer. We have 2 pairs of binoculars and a spotting scope that we can all share.
Are you?
Might have to get myself a nice camera. There's also an app out there called Merlin that'll listen to the bird calls and tell you what bird it is.
Give you that dad look.
I'm regretting everything I've done so far today.
I'm being the baseball diamond this summer, missing a play at first because I was looking at a bird.
I'm regretting. You're going to be walking around like,
is that a spotted warbler?
The stories we miss. The Morning Hookup.
in case you missed it, Elijah is now a professional bird watcher.
No,
he's getting there. I think
there.
is this more about the birds or being competitive and trying to get to the top?
It's about competitiveness.
Yeah, because now you've done research about this Merlin app.
Yeah. Well, one of the guys who was up there on the leaderboards for Florida from this documentary also happened to have the largest display of Christmas lights in the state of Florida. It's a competitiveness thing. Yeah. Hey, you got to compete in everything you do. It's a Matt Rule quote. From birding to Christmas lights to golf to,
winning football games would be a chance to partake in something. Tomorrow,
Arlo said he's going to watch the documentary and have his review ready tomorrow.
You download the app. That's going to be a problem myself. Tomorrow, Henry T. Buchanan will join us on the show. Don't know what time yet, but he's going to hang out. He's in Houston. We will preview that game tomorrow, 6:30. We'll give you the ins and outs and a whole lot more. You guys have a great hump day. We'll catch you on a Thursday.
and